Okay, so we're going to be working with fractions, and one skill that you're going to have is to learn how to take a recipe and either make a bigger amount or make a smaller amount based on what the given recipe makes. So the first thing I want to show you in your calculator, I'm going to bounce back and forth between the screen and the calculator screen, is if you want to clear your calculator and you don't know how to clear your calculator, if you're from Lava Gears class, you're going to hit Doc and then the letter B. Doc B will clear your calculator, okay? So here I am, and I have this recipe, and I want to, it says this recipe makes 16 cupcakes, but I need to make 72 cupcakes. Now, I could sit here and add 16 and 16 and 16 and 16, or what I can figure out is what's called a scale factor. It's what you would have to scale the recipe by. It's what you would have to multiply every ingredient by to find what you need to make 72 cupcakes. And it's like your scale factor in geometry. You take your new and you divide it by your old. So I consider the 16 cupcakes my old recipe. I consider my 72 cupcakes the new recipe that I want to make. So if I take 72 and divide it by 16, again, I'm doing everything in my calculator. 72 divided by 16 gives me 9 halves. Now, if we don't want to speak in terms of 9 halves, what we can do is hit menu, 2, 1, not that, sorry. I think it hit everything too fast. Menu, 2, 1. And that turns it into a decimal. So I know that my scale factor is 4.5. You can either work with the 9 halves or you can work with the 4.5. Okay? Since we're dealing with fractions, and that's the topic that we're learning, everything that you do is going to be written as a mixed number. I'm using the scale factor as a decimal because it's a little bit easier. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out what I need for this recipe. So I am literally taking every value here and I'm multiplying it by 4.5. I'm multiplying it by 4.5. I'm taking every single value. That's what a scale factor is. It's what you need to multiply to get the amount that you're trying to achieve. So for everything is 4.5. Now, I see that I have a half here, 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 and a half here. So I'm going to do all those at once. So here's how I'm doing this in my calculator. I'm going to do 1/2. I'm going to get out of my fraction by arrowing, and I'm going to go times 4.5, and I'm going to hit enter. Now, I cannot represent this as 2.25. I want everything to be mixed numbers. That's what we're practicing. So you go menu, 2, 7 for fraction tools, and 1 for proper fraction. And you can either enter 2.25 and hit enter, or you can hit control answer. Okay? Now, this didn't exactly turn this one into a proper fraction, but I understand that this is 2 1/4. So when I write what I need for my coffee, I'm actually writing 2 1/4. All right, now that's for everything that has a half. So this was actually 2 1/4 cups. My whole milk was 2 1/4 cups. My baking soda was 2 1/4 teaspoons. I don't want to put cups of baking soda in anything. Melted butter was 2 1/4 cups. Granulated sugar is 2 1/4 cups. And brown sugar was also 2 1/4 cups. Okay, now I think the eggs is the next easiest one to do, because 4.5 times 1 is 4 1/2 eggs. Okay, so good luck getting half of an egg in your little cupcake recipe there. All right, the next one, I'm going to go with 1½ Now, when it's an improper fraction, we have to go 1½ Remember, that's in our discussion of mixed numbers. It's 1½ 1 plus 1/2, not 1 times 1/2. Now, I can either multiply that by 9/2. I'm just showing you some options here. All right. I get to enter. I get 27/4. Again, that's an improper fraction. So if I go menu, 2, 7, 1, I'm going to go second answer this time. And it tells me I need 6 3/4 cups. Now, when we do, or teaspoons, when we do this 6 3/4, I don't actually write 6 plus 3/4. I write 6 3/4. All right, and that's my espresso, so that's teaspoons there. All right, vanilla. I think this one's an easy one. 4½ times 1 is just going to be 4½ and again, that's teaspoons. Flour, I have 1 1/3, so I go 1 1/3. I get out of my parenthesis, and I'm going to multiply it by, again, you can either do 9/2 or 4.5. Now, if you want to do menu, never mind, ignore that. Okay, I need 6 cups of flour. All right, so I just wrote 6 cups of flour in there. All right, cocoa powder. What do we have for cocoa powder? I need 1/3 cup, so I'm going to take my 1/3. Whoops, I don't know what just happened there. It's playing tricks on me. So I take my 1/3. I get out of my fraction. I multiply by 4.5 again, or 9/2, doesn't matter. I get 1½ Now, if you don't understand that, that's 1 1/2, 1.5, menu, 2, 7, 1. I'm going to go control answer. It automatically will put 1.5 in there, and I get 1 1/2. So again, we're not writing things as decimals, we're writing things as 1 1/2. And that was cups. Baking powder. I need 1 teaspoon, so that's 4½ teaspoons. It's another, just multiply by 1. Salt. We need 1/4. So here's 1/4. Get out of the fraction. Multiply by 9/2. And again, menu, 2, 7, 1. Tell it control answer. So I get 1 1/8. So for salt, I need 1 1/8, and that's teaspoons. Again, you're not going to put cups of salt in there. Okay, so I have the numbers that I need. This is the quantities that I need. Now, this is what I have in my cupboard. So in order to figure out how much more we need, we're going to take these 2 columns and we're going to subtract them. That's going to leave me with the quantity that I need. Okay, because I already have this amount. Well, this one's easy. I need 2 1/4. And I don't have anything. So if I subtract them, I still need 2 1/4 cups. It means I have to go buy 2 1/4 cups. All right? I need 6 3/4, but I only have 4½ So here's what I'm going to do. 6 3/4. Get out. Minus the 4½ that's already in my cupboard. 9/4. Again, improper fraction, menu, 2, 7, 1. Ugh, sorry about that. Answer would be helpful. So I need 2 1/4. Okay, so again, I'm going back here, and what I need to go buy at the store is 2 1/4 more teaspoons, or I just need more in that recipe. All right, milk. I have 2 1/4 cups. I already have 2 cups. I know that if I have 2 1/4 and I subtract 2, I'm going to be left with 1/4 cup. Now, if you don't believe me, you go to your calculator, 2 1/4. Get out, minus 2 cups, leaves me with 1/4 cup. All right, next one is teaspoons. All right, so I go 4 1/2, 4 and 1, not 44, 4 and 1/2. Get out, minus 2, menu 271. Oh my gosh, I keep forgetting to do that every single time. Control answer. So I need 2 1/2 more teaspoons. Okay, so I'm not going to keep doing this because this video is already 10 minutes long. But what I need you to understand is any improper fractions, any mixed numbers, you are putting them into the calculator. I suggest putting them in parentheses. And then you are doing menu 271 to get your mixed number. You know, you're not going to make a recipe and be like, I need 25 halves. All right? I talk in terms of mixed numbers. That helps things make sense when we're baking or making anything.